Greetings ladies and gentlemen, welcome for today's new video. Today is supposed to be with the April Fool's Day challenge in mind. So this is something that was added a week ago, but I was obviously busy with a different video. And I want to do something a little bit more fun in the spirit of April Fool's Day. So let's first go into the challenge. Now you might be wondering what this challenge is about, and that it's only using the April Fool's Day weapons, aka the finger guns, which I think it's a really fun idea and really nice. So this is the outfit I decided to choose, and this is the first match, obviously. I didn't do live commentary because, again, I wasn't really that, expecting, anything really that important to happen for the first video. Not first video, for the first match, I should say. But I decided to land in this area, in Sus Studios, for two reasons. Number one, it's sus, so it's kind of like trying to go play on the April Fool's Day. I was actually originally going to upload this a few days later, but I decided to wait a whole week because, number one, I didn't really want to do it all instantly, and I was also just, again, more focused on trying to get the actual April Fool's Day video that I had already planned out. This was just like me recording just for for a little bit of funness, just trying to have some fun with this video. But anyways, I don't get any weapons. Now, any healing and any mobility is allowed for this video because, well, it's supposed to be a dumb challenge anyways, right? So I'm trying to find chests and trying to see if I can get the finger guns. Now, generally, I matched prior to this. I didn't record it because I didn't know that there was an April Fool's Day update or anything like that. But I played and I found out the finger guns. So, yeah. It was pretty funny to just play this match looking this stupid, but the whole outfit wasn't intentional. Solid Snake because, he's the most serious man, totally. And, picking the Among Us again for funniness. And the pickaxe was just, it was stupid, might as well pick it. But as you can see right here, I'm getting attacked, and I do not have anything to fight it. So I'm trying to get a little greedy, lose some chests, also heal, and I don't get anything. Now, originally I was actually not going to use the power gloves, but I decided to change my mind a bit later because, well, I realized I could just use them for mobility. Obviously, it took me a bit to realize that, but again, I get the chance to at least run away for a bit. Again, I do get a bit more greedy, trying to, loot some more chests, and unfortunately not realizing that chest has already been looted. I also get some gold because, again, I wasn't sure if you could buy the weapons from gold. So, or just me wanting to buy any heals as well from gold. But that was mainly the whole reason for that as well. But I get a little bit lucky and I get to run away. Now, unfortunately, the rivalry starts, but I do get to know exactly where he is. And I also see that the dude is just running away from me. So I'm like, this is the best chance than ever to run away. So after running away for a little bit, I decided to do a bit more chest, and there we go. We get the pew guns, or I guess the finger guns, that's what I should call them. But I didn't actually know that they had that rarity. I generally thought they were only green, because that is when I encountered them, when I first played the match. So just to showcase a little bit, we're gonna go kill this little boss. Obviously, this is a boss who drops, his own mythic, and I'm not allowing that, so we're not gonna use it. I'm just killing him just because I feel like it, and also because look at that, he gives me chug splashes. So I mean, it wasn't all bad. I get some healing items, but yeah, it's really exciting. This was actually a pretty fun little April Fool's Day, idea. I really like the finger guns in almost any game that adds it. So I was really happy to see them, break into Fortnite. Obviously, I know that this, Fortnite hasn't been the greatest so far, at least this season and the past, for implementing a lot of greed and also firing a lot of members. And you can kind of see that in this update as well, right? There was definitely a lot of bugs with this update too, which is ironic, just ironic. Anyways, after looting a bit, we get a bit more lucky and we get another pair of finger guns, so I decided to use them again. I think I actually got 2 finger guns in one shot, which is actually kind of surprising. And this time, I seek revenge and kill my bounty that originally could have ended this video's first match, which is, just not that bad, but I get to kill him, and that's pretty fun. I also get this little weird pickaxe. I don't really know what it was about or why I got it. I still don't, and I haven't even used it since, getting it on April Fool's Day. Now, I also just randomly stumbled across a epic version of the gun. So I decided to use it, which was pretty nice because I'm surprised people dropped this item. It wasn't really that bad. It was actually pretty good. I also encountered another enemy. Now throughout this video I actually was trying to seek out kills, but there's two reasons as to why I didn't. Now as you can see, first of all, my amazing aiming skills, but I actually didn't get to find that many, at least during this part of the video. Early game, it's going up to late game as we see, but now as it's skipping, there's also this anomaly that comes out. I think this was an April Fool's Day one. I haven't encountered it, but I also haven't played Fortnite, so no idea. I get lucky and shoot this dude, so that was pretty nice. But I decided to also go and see what this anomaly was about, because it says you can ride a llama. I'm like, that's new, so I want to see what it is. So after a bit of traveling, and we get to unlock this. Now I really wanted to play a little music for this, where it's just that sound of about I be writing bit. Obviously I didn't want to do that because I think that sound was copyrighted, so I didn't want to do that. But this was a pretty unique thing, you know, llama taming. I think the llama taming was a bit too slow. I think it takes like a whole minute just to tame it, and yes, I'm pretty much letting this play out fully because I want you guys to suffer like I did. But I think it's a cool thing, and also doing that as well, the sprinting was pretty cool. This was pretty much your car, but it, you know, wastes his health as you tame, which I think that's fine. It just kind of sucks that it does waste health. It makes sense, obviously. It was a fast, and also I think it was an April Fool's Day item. And we also, when you fully tame it, you get the Foundation's glove, which I think is why it was long, to reward you for getting the glove. And I think you also move a bit faster after you tame the llama, which was nice. This was just a fun April Fool's Day, right? Again, this was, everything you're seeing here is the first match, so I genuinely do not know what to expect throughout the whole April Fool's Day. I know I said the first match, and I did play a match before this, but I didn't even know about the llama thing. I knew about the finger guns, right? But the llama was completely unexpected. So after riding the llama for a bit, I decided to go get some more kills, you know, trying to actually make this video a bit more entertaining. But again, it's you know, as much as you can possibly do in a video, realistically. But as you can see, also hitting bumps with the llama slowed it down a lot, which kind of sucks for like people hitting you from ranges. And again, not everyone's doing this challenge, right? There was still other guns you could use throughout this April Fool's Day update, but you know, I decided to go and chase this man with my llama, and I see that this dude's also using the finger gun, so I'm like, let me have some fun with this and use the finger guns as well. I get a lot more shots than this dude. He does not get a lot. And I also get the legendary finger guns. I guess that's why this dude used the finger guns. But it was nice to see it. I had completed, I think, the best rarity. I don't know if there was a mythic. If there was, well then, too late. I already missed it. This video was a week old at this point. But anyways, try to chase my rivalry, but unfortunately they die. However, luckily, I get to find this other person and just shoot her with more finger guns. As you can see, showing how pro my aim is. But this was just really stupid and fun. I actually really did like these finger guns. However, this was legitimately the only match I played throughout. After like the recording and everything, that was it. After I finished recording everything, that was the only matches I played throughout the rest of the day. Because I was, again, focused on the Fire Emblem Engage challenge video, which, again, if you do have any challenge videos for Fire Emblem, I will be down to do this. But, you know, I decided to shoot this dude, get a little bit lucky, and decided to chase him. As you can see, I'm using pretty much the fist to only, you know, chase the dude, because, well, it was kind of cool to only use it for that, obviously. But it was also just nice. Good mobility, because this season's mobility was kind of wonky. And I also get a good amount of damage. So, as you guys can see, I did actually do a good amount. But I was kind of impressed with my aim. You know, I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but surprisingly it wasn't. So it was nice. So I am now shooting this dude. Now there's also another anomaly that happens as well with the, I think the Dark Ranger or whatever. Again, I don't really know the lore. The lore's kind of like already all over the place with this season. I was actually gonna try to finish it, but I decided not to, because then if I actually get a good weapon, I would have been sad. And as you can see, there was a little bit of it of the finger guns. I was contemplating on using, contemplating. There we go. On using 3 weapons for the finger guns, but I decided 2 was already enough, and I wanted to make sure I had heals just in case, you know, I got attacked just badly hurt. There we go. That's perfect. Good English. So I decided to kill this dude, but I decided to go from here to get a little bit of range. And however, I get third party, which was a little bit annoying. But luckily, that dude doesn't know how to aim, so I was pretty good. I tried to see if I can find this dude. I couldn't. Now thinking about it, I should have looked in the hills, but that doesn't really matter. You know, this is just like me just trying to loot. I wanted to include the rest of this because now it's like end game, so I want to let you guys see the whole raw footage of me just playing like absolute buns. But again, you know, my headshots are not my headshots, but my shots were actually pretty good. It's probably due to the big head, as you can see throughout the character model. Now, I actually decided not to go inside this house, and that's obviously intentional. It was just in case that this dude had a shotgun and just one pumps me, and then I was kind of like dead. Which, as you can see, was a smart move because he did. So it was pretty nice, and now I knew where he was, and now I knew where they were. So I decided to just go out to them. Unfortunately, they had healed, but I get lucky and pretty much get him down. And on top of that, that dude chases me, which was really annoying, right? Getting chased like that sucks. And as you can see, I'm low now. I'm less than 100 HP, which means 2 shots with the finger guns, and I'll be dead. So I decided to go up and heal. Now this is something that I do that might have been a little bit of unfortunate. As you can see, this dude ends up, once I'm already at 100 HP, decides to break my tree down. So I use my fist twice, but I didn't want to kill him with the fist, which was a smart thing to do. I would have died without it. So again, I am sorry about me using that. I didn't want to because I know it goes against the whole purpose of this challenge. But again, it was April Fool's Day. Might as well have some fun. And this is also, you can see, it's the last person left. My hands are shaking. I am like scared I'm gonna make any mistake, and that's it. That cost us the video, because originally I wasn't sure how many how many hours I had, because again I was still focusing on trying to also get that video done. And also we finally get to max out this loadout with the, you know, finger guns. Also another anomaly activates where we can run infinitely, which was actually awesome and really you know, good to know about this. So I decided to go and run because I hear the car, and also because I have the rivalry. So I go check his spot and decide to now shoot. Unfortunately, the dude gets into his car, and as you guys can see by my aim being a little bit more shaky, here it's actually perfect, but there are some bits in time in this battle where my aim is a bit shaky because I'm just like genuinely nervous to not ruin this. Since this dude is still running away, I decided to not chase him because it wouldn't make sense. So I decided to go uphill to see if I can find him from a wider view of just the area, and I see that this dude does go into a slurp truck and also decides to, you know, fix his car, which is a bit unfortunate, but luckily I get to destroy it, the gas station, so he couldn't do that. And he also decides to get out of the car and go into this, and I decided to shoot him. As you can see, my aim is bad. Now I have to mute the sound because, well, I played copyrighted music, aka I have the Win music being September, so I couldn't play that. And with that, we actually beat the challenge. I know the second to last kill was a little bit more on the side, but after that, I decided to check something. A few hours later, I realized that, wait a second, he died of fall damage, which, if you look back, I don't get any shots. Like, this is me, like, not even hitting anything. And this dude dies completely to fall damage, which was weird because, first of all, let me just showcase, you know, me just being all happy and everything, super smug, and deciding to do the emote. Yeah, that's right, truly badass. But however, while actually getting the thumbnail for this video, I look back and, you know, once I get the thumbnail and everything, I decide to fall off. And as you can see, I take no fall damage. So I was really confused, but you know, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out.